Hey everybody, Steve with Medellin Unfiltered here. Hope your December is starting out well. Here it was quite loud, as it always is, but very beautiful. Except for the fact that this year we kind of got robbed of the view a little bit because it was raining, but that's okay. You know, it started out good in either way. So before Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving, I did a sit-down interview, kind of a podcast. So it's a long one. So I'm going to break it up into two. I sat down with Charles, who's the owner of Machiavellis Alta Pasteleria in Laureles. Don't call it a bakery because it's definitely more than that. There's bakeries everywhere here in the city and in Bogota and everything. But this is another thing altogether. Like legit food. If you like croissants and you like fluffy pastries, this is the place, man. This is the place. And Charles is a great guy. He tells it like it is. He is definitely, he has the unfiltered spirit in him, I will say that. So I'm going to break this up into two. I'm going to do a few shorts of it as well, but I'm going to try and keep this as entertaining as possible. You can see the food that we had. I'm going to tell you what, the croissant with the pistachio butter, I still want it. It was 2 weeks ago and I want it more, so keep that in your mind. Take that as what it is. So if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm going to put all the links below. I'm going to put everything in below so you can get it yourself. I will say that the restaurant itself is really nice, and I'm going to piss a lot of people off when I say this. I don't like Laureles. It's too far away. It's crowded. It's not my vibe, but I will go there for this place. There's a few restaurants I'll go to. Jamaiquita is one, the Jamaican restaurant. This one, there's a very few, but it's worth the trip. I think you can get it delivered as well. You could probably do it, but I would just eat it there. And the coffee they have is really good, so it's a win-win all the way around. So without further ado, here it is. Oh my God!
First door.
No.
And look at this bathroom. Yeah.
Well,
Actually, this whole place I hired this is just one of those I'm sure everyone's got 1,000 stories. I hired 2 architects, an interior designer, and they didn't deliver the tables, the chairs, anything. So everything you see here, even these mirrors were hand done.
they look great.
I'm surprised people say that because for someone with zero experience, I find it to be a bit bare bones compared to the things you find in.
But too much is not good either. Think about some of the restaurants that have no, if it's too busy, they have stuff all over the walls. It's okay.
That's what I want. I want to be that cool. Have you ever been?
Minimalist. My house is very minimalist, so maybe I'm biased, but
Have you ever been to the General? And that vibe, I think is really cool.
I like it because it's not in your face. It's not think about the Korean restaurant, the one in Poblado that has just stuff everywhere and it's so busy. And
Which
it's
one?
What is the name of it? It's I can't think of what it is. It's on 10A off to the side.
You know the streets.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been here too long to not.
How
So.
long have you been here?
10 years.
10 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Way too long.
Wow.
But not too long. Yet almost too long. Almost. Same frustrations you feel, I feel.
We'll see. There's we'll save it.
Yeah.
We'll save it.
Are you ready?
Sí.
Okay. Yeah, I am too.
You've done this before?
Yes.
I gotta get back on the expat boots. I used to always be on it. Oh, by the way,
They're super
hey,
toxic.
Hey, very good with the videos. The like client testimonials.
It's,
Very good.
It's good. It helps.
Very
You
good.
need to do one for me.
I will do one for you. That's very good. But yeah, let's
Now
go.
you. Now this is all about you.
Well, I have a little bit of like trepidation because like I have good things to say, but there's a guy with like a juice spot, a black guy, and he was like, "Hey, I have like a podcast. He's like, I want to come talk to you," and I was like, "All right, I'll do it." And he was like, "No, I gotta cut this, I gotta cut that." So I was just being honest, and so I don't know if this is like
I go.
Like, you-
I don't edit anything.
That
I'll-
is unfiltered.
I'll edit in like
Right?
B-roll stuff, but nah, man, what we say is what we say. And unless there's something that you say, you know what, I don't want that in there.
no, I don't have a problem. I think people need a more realistic view of business
That's
and
ex-
like
Exactly what I want to
Exactly,
give.
doing business on the
Exactly
corner
what I
here,
wanna
that's
give.
what I ask you.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
admire you
all right.
too.
I don't hold back anything. So whatever comes out comes out.
Okay. So then, all right, get ready.
All right, let's go. All right, so we'll start. All right. Hey everybody, I am here with Carolina at Machiavelli Bakery in Laureles. We're here with the esteemed owner. Why don't you introduce yourself if you could, please?
My name is Charles Douglas, and I'm the owner of Machiavellis Alta Pasteleria.
I said it wrong. You said it right. This is a beautiful place. I took some video of it earlier, but it's absolutely gorgeous. We were just talking about the minimalist vibe, and I totally dig that. It's for me. You've seen my house. It's not. I don't decorate everywhere, so it's kind of that's my
I
thing.
love it, yes, exactly. Then we show. Beautiful, it's amazing.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Well, it was hard fought, and the fight continues.
It's what I'm hearing about business in Colombia, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing and a bad thing, I guess. It keeps bad businesses away, but it does push good businesses away too. So
That's true. I would say if you can make a business work here, it will give you a lot of experience for to make a business work anywhere. That's why I'm like actually thinking, like, you know what? After this experience, I could probably go anywhere and make it work because every issue you're gonna encounter here, it makes being back in the States or in Europe very, very simple.
true. It's like the Frank Sinatra song. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Exactly.
It's true. It's very true. How long have you been in this spot or been doing this?
I've got like 3.5 years in this particular location.
Okay.
I shut down for 8 months, went back to the States, but I reopened in March of this year, and this go around has been a lot better.
Awesome. Okay. A lot of issues the first time around.
Well, as I was mentioning earlier, the first time around it was more of okay, I gotta back up.
Kind of
a
an
little bit here.
identity issue at the restaurant. You know?
Not even that. So when I came to Colombia, I was working as a data director. And the idea was just to come here, learn Spanish, and finish my undergrad degree and have some fun. But, you know, as I mentioned, I've always had a thing with alcohol, whiskey sour, or Jack and Coke. And so the first time I opened, I wasn't going to lean on my pastry experience. I was just going to be like, okay, caffeine bar, have something to do, keep myself busy. But I didn't know anything about business. And so it was a complete shit show. And so I went back to the States and I was like, okay, I'm going to, number one, replenish my treasure chest. And I'm going to come back and I'm just going to focus on pastry. And so yeah, it's been 3 years in the space, but you can subtract 8 months of that
Okay.
because I was in the States.
Charles, and why pastry? Like, why not something else, but why pastry? I want to know about that.
So I was born in Louisiana. I graduated last in my class from Parkview Baptist. Shout out, Miss Whitney. She, the reason I didn't have any chance of going to college. And so I was thinking about going to the military, which ultimately I ended up doing. But before that, I went to pastry school in France. When I got back, I thought, hey, I went to Le Cordon Bleu. I'm gonna have a shit ton of money. When I got back to Louisiana, I was making $8.25 an hour, and all the other pastry chefs were basically like, "Hey, you'll have to work 5 to 7 years to get any sort of name recognition to make any good sort of money." And so a buddy of mine got me into data, and so I did that for like 7, 8 years. And because I could do data remote, I came here. And so actually I wasn't gonna go back to pastry, but I was like, what can I do? I'll just make some cakes. Honestly, Le Cordon Bleu is the best pastry school in the world. If anybody wants to know, the best. And it's just not here. Everyone uses like margarine or really watery butter. So it's like, maybe this can be my like niche.
Your niche for sure. High quality pastries. It's the whole point, yeah.
And you know, something very needed here in Medellin, you know? We need a good quality pastry. I can't wait to try it.
Which is weird because one of the things that when I go to like Bogota and stuff, the biggest thing I do is go right to the like sweet shops, the pastelerias, because they're so much better there than here. And it's like,
I'll say that even for, there's a chef that's coming on Friday to do an interview with my girl, who is 8 months pregnant, by the way. You know what her name is? Jennifer.
No!
No, it's not the same. It's not the same one. It's a different one. It's a different one. It's a different one.
Okay, cool.
Backstory.
it's okay.
And no. I'm better. And that was one of the things. It's like when I started, I was like doing a whole bunch of different shit.
Yeah.
Because it's been 12 years since I've been to pastry school. But then I realized like the bar is so low here that like I can actually lean into the pastry side
For
of it.
sure. And you can grow back into comfort and everything.
Exactly. And so I was like, let me make this my niche. Anywhere you go, there's a cafe.
Yep.
Anywhere you go, there's like a sugar bomb pastry. So let me focus on like butter.
Real pastry.
Exactly.
Like French type pastry.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Anybody that's been to France knows that I've only been there once and it was a very short trip, but the breads and pastries are like a next level.
The baguette.
The baguettes, oh. I ate 3 of them just in like a day. I had 3. Oh,
If I want to get like a production plant going,
yeah.
and if I do, my number one item is going to be a baguette.
Oh.
People actually think the biggest thing here is el croissant. Okay, no, it is, but like when you have a really good baguette with any soup or salad, oof.
It elevates the food. People are like, oh, it's just bread. No.
No.
Your ignorance is showing.
Can I tell you something? I just came back from Paris, and I didn't thought the pastry was that good, like as we think.
What?
Seriously, maybe because I was in the touristic area,
No,
right?
that's where you get it.
And no, it wasn't that good. So
What-
probably yours. I hope yours is gonna be better.
I promise you, it'll blow your mind. And here's the reason why. Especially in the south of Paris, in the south of France, what's happening is the commercialization of pastry. Real French pastry has boré butter, a fermentation process, and it can't stay in the window. If you look at like my pastry case, you'll notice that most of what you see there, it's not like chock full, because at the end of the night, we have to throw everything out.
Got it.
If you went anywhere in, honestly, all of Europe, and you see like a pastry case that's like chock full and you don't see a line, there's something weird going on there, which normally means a mixture of butter and margarine.
Or it's fake and they just get it from the back.
No, I wouldn't say
It's
that.
not
Well,
about the margarine for what I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
from you,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, because it gives it consistency and staying power. But
The flavor's not there.
I had like the social media team here yesterday, and we're trying to do like a provider thing, or like ser un proveedor, something that I only say in Spanish now. And I was like, for anyone we want to make a deal with, just have them try it, and we'll see.
Yeah. It's a good way to do it.
And I've got 2 new products. If they're ready, let you guys try one.
All right. I'll give you the.
What is the name? What are those?
Danishes.
Oh no.
This is a big misconception, including in the United States, because Starbucks has ruined what is a cheese Danish. So when I reopened, I was like, okay, I need something that people will like have a concept of,
Yeah.
but it's always done poorly.
Wrong, yeah.
So
I love cheese danishes, and not the
These are-
Starbucks ones. Those are absolute garbage. I hate Starbucks. I hate it in general. So
we're gonna get along fine.
yeah, we're good.
I it either.
It's-
I don't like any Juan Valdez either. You know, when
I'm
you
not a
dip it
big
in
fan
coffee
of
too.
either one.
Well, they don't have any pastry. Everything is like
In a
commercialized.
toaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
It's like open a package and put it out. That's both, and I hate it.
I'm gonna make true believers today.
I'm in.
Make me a
I'm in.
believer, right?
So, what was your journey to get to where we are right now? Other than the 8 months, how did you, like, when did you decide that this is what it is? About what time in your time here were you like, you know what, I'm gonna not do the data thing. I'm gonna do this instead.
The drinking. I've had like ups and downs nonstop with drinking.
Yeah.
And I realized that a big part of that was like being in my house all day, and then it's like, you know, it's anxiety, and then I start with the whiskey.
Yep.
And then I was like trying to go out with people, but I could never get to the right environment that I wanted to be in.
Gotcha.
So I was like, you know what? And I was making some good, good money. But then I was like, all right, well, if I'm drunk all the time, I'm unhealthy, smoking packs of cigarettes, I've got to like cut the cord.
Yeah.
So before I shut down, I was like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. This was really, you'd be really impressed with this. So I had all the trouble the first time I opened, and I was like, you know what? Before I quit, I'm going to go back to the States and I'm going to work 3 jobs at once, and I'm going to stack a lot of money.
Sure.
So I can come and I can import all the machines from Italy, which everything in there is imported.
very
And then I'm going to quit my job. So I told my boss, I was like, look, I want to wind my job down while working 2 other jobs. And yeah, I quit. I imported everything, and now I'm open, and I don't earn a single dollar. Everything is, I live completely
Went
off
back into the
of
business.
pesos, which sucks. I will say, I am happy that I made the decision. I've had a much more steady track record with alcohol.
Awesome.
But earning in pesos sucks.
Oh no! If it's that we both do the opposite of what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
We're supposed to earn in dollars and spend in pesos.
Yeah. It's
I earn in
been-
pesos right now too. So.
Honestly, before quitting my job and like now I've got 8 months without earning a dollar. I never understood the people who like talk about gentrification and all. I never understood like what they
We were
thought.
just talking
We
about
were
that.
just talking about that.
I have a buddy who he worked with me in the States in data, and he moved to Colombia, and he just got like a nice gig, and I am jealous. I am jealous because it's like, okay, I'm gonna go here, and I'm like, okay, hold on a second. Let me see. It's like a complete reality shift.
It's I think that we have to go through it though, because we're so. I had the same thing. I worked in the webcam industry for 13 years, and then that's the reason I came here. And then when I quit, I was like, okay, but now I'm earning in pesos. It's like, ooh, that hurts.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't have the same stresses, and I completely feel what you're saying. When you work at home, it's like you're trapped. You don't get out. You don't get to be social. So if you have vices, it's easy to dovetail right into them.
I know. And
Oh,
I've
I can-
dovetailed a lot.
I did too.
I have a question for Sean. Charles, but you're talking about that, earning in pesos, but even though, you're in like one of the best locations you could be in Laureles. Isn't it good, the money because of the Colombians, or it's just because it's going to take some time to, for you to get to that level?
There's a long answer and there's a short answer. I'll give you the short answer. This second go around, I've encountered how taxes work here. And I've encountered how regulations, licenses, things I didn't understand. Like her right there, she's an administrator. And she keeps everything in order. Honestly, I think I'm really lucky to be profitable so quickly. But it's not much. It's not much. It's like,
It's the start, but it's still for right now. It's like, ooh, I wish I was making more.
like compared to last year, I feel really lucky. But it's like, no, honestly, this is one of those things that I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but it's like, when I was in the States, I was working for the Democratic Party. That was my job as a data director.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I've been like a super progressive. Being here, being a business owner has changed a lot for me. Because now I'm seeing, like one of the things that she does all day is what's called nomina, like the paying of people.
Yeah.
And when I see like all of these like arreele, like all these things,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, holy fuck.
Separación and all of that. Oh yeah.
But one of the
For
things
everybody.
I've noticed is that even with all of these things that get paid, I don't get that extra oomph from the staff. Like, even today, she's like telling me, this is missing, there's money, and it's like, hold on a second. We are paying more, we have more social security, but you don't get better
Results.
rendimiento, what is that? Productivity from the staff. It's actually super fucking low. I don't know what got me on that tit, but yeah, I'm definitely not the same political persuasion I would have been.
It definitely changes you when you see the inner workings here, especially in another country. It's like, wow, are we doing that same thing back home? And like, yeah, kind of are.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I've swung the other way, but
No,
I'm like,
no.
I'm now more like...
Pulled you
what?
more center,
yeah,
at least.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
I used to be super progressive and liberal, and then after a while, I was like, oh, I'm right in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm right in the middle.
Which is crazy, but
It's a weird thing.
it has been extremely rewarding in that sense.
Sure.
In the sense of like,
Personal growth, I guess. And
Learning a lot.
learning, knowledge.
well, you have to understand that like, I had a really good job. It's been 12 years since I was a pastry chef, and I'm not earning in dollars anymore. And so like, I really was really worried that I'd
Sure.
come here, which is why I'm actually studying. I told you everything was going to connect. I was like, let me actually finish my degree. I came here doing that. 5 years later, I didn't do it. And I was like, let me finish it because if this all blows up in my face, I need to be in law school and
You have a
wrap it up.
backup plan, essentially.
Exactly.
You have something there. So
Which a lot of expats come here and they're like, oh, you're just big balls, huh? And I was like, no, I've got a plan B. I've got a plan B.
Well, the other part of it too, and I think this is when people come here, what I'm seeing is they have these great plans. I'm going to come here and change the way people do business here. And it's like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. I'm sorry. If you're coming here and you don't have a job or you don't have a plan, or if your plan is to work here, don't do it. Don't come. Just stay home. Because
That's the other thing is there's when I'm here, I don't know if hopefully I'm not talking about any friends of you guys, but like one of the things when I quit my job and I was like, oh, okay, I've got like a lot of time, is like everyone's like crypto or like it's like I don't know, that gets a little uneasy for me. It's like, hey, like have you invested in this coin? Maybe it works, maybe they're all gonna be billionaires, but how they push it for me is like
it's a little MLM for me.
yeah. And it's like I can't get behind it.
And I hate gambling, so I had a problem with gambling when I was younger. So, yeah. So I'm like, no. Crypto, ooh, I could lose everything or I could make a lot of money. That sounds like sports betting.
I know. And then
So
people have like online jobs, but
Yeah.
like there's a difference when you're a data director. You're at like a different level, and like I'll be honest, when I got back, I was like, I'll get like a little job, and it's like it's not worth it. Like live in Colombia and make like even $10, which isn't that bad.
It's pretty good
It's
here.
really good. No.
But then the amount you have to work to make that $10 an hour,
Yeah.
it's like,
You can enjoy.
no.
Yeah, you need something here.
It needs to be bring your job with you from the U.S. or have something solid planned.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're going to fail. Plain and simple. Or you're going to have to work 10 times as hard to make it, like you have, and I have as well. So it's tough. It's not easy. I wish people knew that, and I'm glad that you said that, actually. So it's kind of, I'm working on a guide for people that are planning on moving here and working, and like it's a 130-page guide, and like 12 pages is dedicated to don't come here without a job. Go here to find a job. Here. So you better find a job before you come here because it's not easy.
It's a lot of. I'll put it this way: like when I was open before, I don't see these people anymore. But like you have like the older expats, which they're fine. They kind of fall into two categories for me. There's people who like get it from the jump, like how you need to live in Colombia, and there's people who are like watch a lot of YouTube and think it's going to be one way that it's not going to be. And then you have like younger expats that like come with the job. But what I found, and this was my experience, is like if you don't have like a social plan, you're going to fall into vice, or you're going to like be forced into a friend group that doesn't really serve you.
For sure. And it's easy to find that here. It's so easy to to get looped into a group that's like full of people that don't have the same values as you.
Exactly.
So it's super important. I've done it.
Yeah.
We were talking about that too, creating community and that.
Creating a community and having a community here is, what people don't realize when you move here is you are on an island when you come here, and you better invite as many good people to your island as you can, because if not, it's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
You're gonna be back home. That's why you know this. How many expats come here, get their first visa, and don't renew the second time? It's a pretty high percentage, right? I mean, I'm asking.
Well, then they go back to their home country or something, or they gotta find a way, create a business, buy a property, or get married. That happens.
Or have a baby.
Or having a baby, exactly, having a baby. That happens, but that's good too. They're creating, a life here.
You have an anchor here, though. So yeah, I mean, having an anchor is actually pretty important here. So
It is. But yeah, all in all, though, I'm doing well. And what's really interesting here? I don't know what the other expat is like. I'm like really. This is probably something different about me, probably than everyone else. Is I'm really integrated with the business community here, the Chamber of Commerce. We have weekly meetings. The neighborhood. I'm really integrated.
You're part of it.
And that has been really interesting. Seeing how they handle all sorts of employee issues, negotiating contracts. And honestly, I would say this. The fact that I was able to get profitable in 8 months, I think is because of them. They changed my mind on so much that I was
you learn a lot from people who've been here for so long.
I don't think they wanted to help me, but I think they were just curious about, okay, what is this guy doing here? And a pastry shop competes with nobody.
Yeah.
So I'm not a threat to anyone. So they're like, oh, okay, you can do this and that.
I mean, you can work with anybody and say, hey, I can bring pastries to your whatever.
Exactly.
See, I like it. See, that's strategy. It's good strategy.
We are connected to the Chambers of Commerce.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's the best thing that you could do as a foreigner and as a Colombian.
Well,
Me too.
people, here's the thing. I don't know, do you guys go to
100%
the
agree.
Chamber of Commerce in Poblado?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Everyone goes to the first floor to pay their Cámara de Comercio or these things.
They didn't even go upstairs.
Yeah, they don't know that there's two levels there with classes, conferences.
Free. All free. If you're
Right now, I'm working on a deal with PriceSmart to sell frozen pastries. And I was like, okay, what sort of certification do I need? I went directly to the Chamber of Commerce, and they're like, okay, we're going to look free. A lawyer, a corporate, I think like corporate merchandising.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting started in the process, but no one here is going to do it. Everyone's going to be like, okay, what can I do?
know.
I need to have more expat events. And it's like, no, you need to integrate into the community in which you live, and the community itself will help you grow and figure out how you need to win.
Yep. It's absolutely the truth. We both know somebody who has a restaurant in Manila, and everything that you've said I'm hearing echoes of everything he's said. Yeah. So it's tough.
I haven't heard of any expat businesses that have gone down. I've only heard of more, but honestly, I don't know how they do it. Because without being connected to the community in a real way,
yeah,
it's very. I mean, and I have a really nice situation, and like I said, I'm not I'm not going to buy a house anytime soon, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
So for the people who aren't really connected, it's got to be hard.
You're fighting an uphill battle. I mean, you're already fighting an uphill battle, but if you don't connect to the community, it's an even steeper uphill. It's an even steeper climb. Yeah, that's what I said. But yeah, I agree. I think that even if you're not in business, you have to be connected to the community. You have to do things, get out of the expat bubble. Yeah. As much as you can, get out of the expat bubble. Because if you do go back to the U.S., you're going to be in the biggest bubble ever for that. So you're here, might as well learn the culture, learn everything.
And especially doing business.
Yeah.
I will say this, when I went back to this, I feel like I do have an interesting part to the story because I was here for 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. Then I went back to the States for 8 months, and I threw myself into 3 jobs. So I'm talking with people from all socioeconomic. I was in Pennsylvania, and 8 months straight I didn't come back to Colombia at all because I couldn't. For those who are digital nomads, that if you work in tech, they can track your IP address. So yeah. I always recommend a barrel of eggs. I
have a mango at home, so I use endpoint mango.
Very nice. So I didn't come back, and so I got to experience like American culture, like boom. And I was like, honestly, I miss the States. I was already too
I
deep
have
in on
things
this,
I missed, yeah.
but it's like the only thing I will say is I'm addicted to chicharrón. I like. I'm not gonna say I like arepas, but I'm accustomed to them now. So I'll have like some queso costeño. Like I have to admit, like I'm not gonna say here's like the flavor is popping, but like I'm accustomed to this.
You're
kind of
getting
eating.
used to it.
Yeah, and then when I was back in the States, I was like, holy shit, the Colombians have a good point. Like our food is like very heavy and dense.
It's rich, and
yeah.
I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit the thing I miss the most, and this is weird, food-wise, I miss Taco Bell.
Really?
Yeah, but I miss Chinese food, like real Chinese food,
Okay.
like real deal. I'm from California, so we have pretty good and Mexican food.
I was born in Louisiana, so gumbo, jambalaya,
Oh,
touffee,
yeah.
beignets.
I love that type of food.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh my God, the spices.
That is something I will hold against Colombia. But being back in the States, like there's a lot I miss about like service, about speed. Like one of the things about driving here, like it is a constant anxiety.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the motorcycles, like this and that.
The
like,
lack of rules, or the lack of following, and yeah, the lack of following the rules.
Yeah, and another big thing is the whole thing with WhatsApp. If you have any sort of issue in the States, you can call, someone picks up, and you can resolve it. Here,
It's over there. It's here.
you're fine. Everything here is based on WhatsApp, and that is something I found when I went back to the States. I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize how people are so averse to picking up a phone call
Yeah.
here. It's like, no, WhatsApp, you voice messages. I will not speak with you live. And it's like, huh, maybe that's why things are slower.
I think it's a big part of it. Yeah. I was trying to explain to my mom, trying to explain to somebody that's 70 years old why WhatsApp is better. It's like no, I'm not using that.
Yeah.
Come on, it's easy. But then I'm like, oh shit, am I integrating into Colombian life? International life. It's not just here. It's most places in the world use it outside of the U.S.
It's
and
true,
Canada.
it's true. But I think it's a both-end situation.
Yeah,
I would
100%.
like to say something.
Please.
You know about the WhatsApp thing, and I'm Colombian, of course, right? But I was talking to a client also, and he's like, Carolina, about why don't you use email or get the phone calls? And I was like thinking about it, right? It's like a Colombian thing, right? I don't know why we love the WhatsApp.
Disappearing messages, probably.
What?
Disappearing messages, probably.
No, because you can have that option that they don't disappear. But okay, but don't you think we can bring, part of that culture here too? We can teach Colombians.
No, I'm in that battle right now. I was telling her, look, I don't want to do any more like events based on WhatsApp. It has to be emails and quotes in email, and so everyone like really pushes back on it. They're like, no, just WhatsApp. Leave it in WhatsApp. Like people push back hard, and I think there's something about the finality of email that people. I don't have the answer, but. There is something about like email and like having a chain of evidence that people do not like. So I'm gonna accept that I live in Colombia and where I can push back, but hey, we'll see.
I mean, we can't change the culture. No matter what, at the end of the day, we're visitors here.
Yeah.
And we're always going to be visitors here.
But see, there's certain things about customer service that we can improve, and that's why we can go ahead of other people.
So this is what I've seen, and I'll see if you agree with it. Is if you give good service here, you're going to get taken advantage of a lot. If you go above and beyond, it's going to be taken advantage of, or it's not going to. People aren't going to really appreciate it. So I think that might be why it's kind of we'll give you the bare minimum, and that's that. I don't know if that's the same experience you have.
This may be controversial, especially coming from a former progressive, but I think it's the social safety net. I think it creates for example, you know what liquidación is, right? So anytime someone loses a job here, we as employers have to save in a separate account money to pay out.
Yeah.
So if you say, hey, fuck it, I don't feel like working today, you're going to actually receive more money.
Give me more money, yeah.
Exactly, and you can
And I
find
can
a
just go
different
find
job.
another job, and then I'm done.
So my experience has been here we pay extremely well. We pay 1.6 million plus bonificación. Everybody gets that. And what I've found is that the work decreases the more you pay. And I don't care what anyone else's experience is. I opened, I shut, I opened again, and every time I've been trying to let me pay you for working hard. And the second anyone gets us a raise, the second anyone, and I love this team, the work starts. And so it's been a really sad, but also I want to figure out how to get this right. That
Exactly.
there's just no, I don't know how to reward good stuff here. Like there's a shit ton of incentives, but anytime someone gets an incentive, it's like, oh no, I'm a little bit tired today. I'm arriving late. But yeah.
It mirrors my experience in the webcam business. People will work for 2 weeks, then they get their money, and then they're gone for a week.
Yeah.
Then they come back and their audience is gone now. So like, what am I doing? So they have to work twice as hard to go back to where they would have been if they just stayed consistent. But
And that's, at the end of the day, this is like my final business lesson and why I'm still up in the air on whether I like business in the States or business in Colombia, is that, yeah, if you pay more, things are going to slip. But there's a caveat. If you are buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches, like behind them, you can get it done here. But that's where I like the States better. It's like there's a certain level of like service that the boss doesn't always have to be there. And so I think a big part of me is like, what do I prefer? Do I want to be in the States where I can work, invest, and have my businesses, and like, yeah, you'll have to check on your business, but
sure.
it'll run in a certain sense for itself. Or here, where I have to be like, hey, good morning. Hey, did you clean the bathroom? Hey, good afternoon. Hey, did you clock out? Hey, and it's like,
it's a good way to put that. You do. You have to be on top of everything.
But
It's
at times, I think that's also, I experience also with my assistants, that you gotta work more because you gotta be reviewing that. Do you do that? Do you do that?
Exactly.
Right?
And that's the, at the end of the day, that's what I'm still trying to figure out. Is it worth it to me to maybe be successful in Colombia and have to be every day of my life till I die, hey, or have like a huge overhead for administration, or go to the States and work my ass off and have a business and build it there.
But then we have to live in the U.S. where everything's more stressful and more expensive and prices going up and all that. So
And people are making it here too. We have a friend too. It took some time, but finally he has his stuff. He pays them well, and everything is working well.
It's
So
been
that
5
happens
years of him running into the wall head first, and he's got to the point where it's, you know what, I'm gonna have a head chef. I'm gonna have a front of the house manager, so I can be away from this place for a little bit.
Yeah. I would still push back and say that even if you get the house in order, so to
Yeah.
speak, then you have to enter into like cultural things.
Of course.
Which it is better than the United States, but I have a friend that lives in El Retiro, Colombian guy. He has like a couple like small businesses, successful-ish.
Nice.
And so I go to his, I don't know what you would call this. What do you call like a suburban house in Spanish?
No, finca
But
is
it's like a nice house, but it's like out there.
Una casa finca.
casa finca. Okay.
Casa Finca, okay. Well, he has a Casa Finca, and he always tells me, I go into town and I'm gonna have to go and do all of these like diligencias. And I'm like, that too, like if I'm successful, I know in the United States I'm gonna pay more, but I also know that like I can move faster. I can just have efficiency.
You know that if it says they're going to be open at 9 o'clock, and if you go in at 9 o'clock, they're going to be there. You can get it done here. It's crapshoot.
Yeah, and it's like access to things, access to like, for example, I like being in politics gave me a little bit of access to like
Nice.
intellectuals and people. It gave me access to a lot of different personality types. And I'm going to be honest, I did like that. I like being able to talk to someone about philosophy and I don't know. Maybe I just need to be here more and make more money. But we'll see what happens.
I've been in that mode, that we'll see what happens mode, for the past 5 years. So yeah, ever since the pandemic, I was like. But oddly enough, I haven't been back to the U.S. since before the pandemic. So
Really?
yeah, I haven't been back since 2019. So
It's going through the airport. It is a good feeling. It is like when you hit Miami, and you see all the lights, the technology you're going through.
Oh my God.
It's like, it is
What,
nice.
5G internet? What the hell?
I know. The streets, 4-lane streets, people out and about, no one worried about, it's just, there's a sense of, I don't know, camaraderie I'm always going to have.
I think it's also, we're so used to it
We're used to
that
that.
now when we go back, it's like, okay.
I tell you something. When
Back
I get
to
to
life.
Boca, when
Yeah.
I get to Boca Raton,
Yeah.
I also notice the difference. I'm like, oh my God, I'm in Boca. My family still live in Boca Raton in Florida. But I love it here too. And I think there's good things to come.
I want to be clear.
If we just keep doing what we're doing, we just gotta stay in track.
But here's the thing. I want to put this point very clearly. Hey, what's going on, brother? When I talk about going back to the States, potentially, it's that when I was in the States, I have a much higher percentage of people who are not looking for an angle. And that, to me, I did not realize
For the what?
what a relief that was.
For like an angle to ask you for something, like what we were talking about earlier.
that
We were talking
To
about
like position themselves, or it could be whatever. But like, I didn't realize how what a secret burden that is here. It's like anytime I meet somebody, it could be cool, we can be fun. I have friends like this, but like, there is a higher percentage of like angle looking. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
No, you're
but,
right. It's I was telling her about it. I have, so from 2020, and I think this is because of the industry I came from 2020 to last year, I kept a spreadsheet of every time I was asked for money. And the amount that was asked was outstanding. It was crazy in dollars. Take a guess of how much in 4 years people asked for in dollars. But they were asking for pesos.
And how much in money, right?
Yeah, in
Honestly,
US dollars.
maybe this is too high, but maybe 20 or 30,000.
250.
250.
250,000. Is that insane?
I'm not even talking about money. It's like
No, it's not, and it's
being,
not
like,
just that.
close
That's
to
just
you.
an easy one. That's an easy one. The money's a layup. So, but yeah, it's. Can I use your influence for something else?
Yeah,
For my own.
that gives me the ick, and it's something now I'm accustomed to. I always have to be a bit reserved, a bit to myself, but I actually like being open. I think you actually remember this about me. I like being like here, there, just like completely chill, young, and whatever.
Being out there.
And here I can't do that. I have to be very like,
Here you gotta be low profile.
You do.
Behave,
Yeah.
very proper for everything, and take care of yourself and watch your back. Yes.
That's one thing about living here that it's taught me is that the more you blend in, the easier it is to go through life.
yeah,
The more you blend in, the less friction you have.
I know.
What do you mean by blending?
The more you're part of society, and nobody's gonna look at you like they're not gonna look at us as, oh, there's gringos here, they're rich, and we can get something from them. No, but I think that even if we go back to the U.S., that's still something that is ingrained now. It's for me, anyways. Where before I would be like, oh, I need a nice big car, flashy car, and all that. Now I'm like, give me a Toyota Camry, and I'm just gonna stay here and do my thing. And
I gotta be honest, I think if I had to say there was one big thing that I learned from going Colombia 3 years or 2.5, States and then back here, is that is the number one difference. Is that like in Pennsylvania, I'm about to say Kingstown, Pennsylvania, from mayor of Kingstown, but it wasn't Kingstown. What was it? Lucerne County. Anyway, is that there's a thing here where people like position to be like close. Maybe it could be, hey, I want to get my company off the ground, or maybe I just want to practice. It's like a conscious effort to like use relationships to
it's
do
a
something.
weird way of networking.
Yeah.
It's like everything's networking
But
in
you
one way. or
sense it.
another.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. But like there, it's like, hey, man, yeah, I work at the construction side, and yeah, that's live.
Yeah,
And it's like it's just that.
that's that.
There's no like, maybe I can go from construction to being owner of all your franchises. It's like that's here. That's not there.
I think people get more complacent in the U.S. It's a more of a thing. Here, you don't see that very much.
Yeah.
It's not, people aren't very happy with their current situation. They're always looking to upgrade their situation. And back home, it's like,
Yeah.
my bills are paid,
Yeah.
got food on the table, lights are on, I'll just
I
keep
got a
doing
steak.
this. Yeah, I got,
Oh, that's one thing I will say I love about Colombia is the price I can get a steak.
Oh, man.
Top of my list. Price Miss, Basteca. Honestly, Basteca is a little expensive now.
They're
but
getting up there. What
yeah,
the hell
I was
happened?
like, but I love the fact that sucked in the States.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
and if you can get like fresh beef here, oh my god, it's like it's so good.
That
Punta
could
Anca, oh man.
I actually like. I think they call it.
My favorite's baby beef. That's my favorite.
I like baby beef. Morrillo.
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know what that is in English, but it's like beef stew or.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big steak guy, so I don't know why I went up on that tip, but
okay.
oh man,
You don't have to try hard to get me to talk about steak,
Yeah.
so we're good.
whiskey and steak. No more whiskey.
No
but,
more. So you just lean more into the steak and you're good.
so-
Look at this. We're getting more people here, Charles. I love it.
oh, wait till you see
And
the
for what I
weekend.
see, they're mostly Colombians. Ah,
Oh, there always will be.
this
We
is
were here
beautiful.
early, too. We were here before like the real opening time, so that's why I was
Well,
happy
I
to
actually
get.
just started opening at 8 a.m.
Okay.
Um,
But let's be honest, who was up at 8 a.m. besides us?
well, here's the thing.
You get a lot
You just
of-
got back from Paris, right? So you know that any true pastry shop. Well, I don't know how much you walked around in the morning, but we open at 5 a.m. and we close at 2 p.m. In Colombia, I've had to change things because that was one of the reasons when I had to close down the first time. It was like nobody would come. But I'm trying to move it back that way because we get here at 2 or 3 a.m., start baking, and the quality of a true French pastry good starts declining each hour. So I'm trying to.
You're finding the sweet spot as
Yeah.
far as timing.
That's interesting to know. So we need to be here. We need to be here first thing in the morning
Yeah,
to get the
like-
best.
Like,
That shows that you didn't have a baguette in France.
yeah,
See?
you should have gotten up early. You would have found some really great spots.
And besides, the smell of the bread would have been like, oh, okay.
How early?
Okay, now once I drove the, Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna get the best there. Who knows? I think it's because it was too touristic.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's fine. Still a level up. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with this. I'm happy. And you'll only see Colombians here. You might see like the occasion. Oh, there was like John, who, you know what? I wish he had stayed a bit, but like he's been with me from like the very beginning. When there was like not a soul in this spot, he would come get like a breakfast burrito. I'll always have respect for him.
Awesome. Hey, you gotta have your regulars. You gotta have your regulars. Your norms.
Yeah, well, he's like the only one. It's him and no one else. Everyone else is strictly Colombian, which I like, honestly.
That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I mean, if you market to only expats, it brings a lot of trouble with it too. So.
It does. And I don't know how many people watch this kind of stuff, but like, yeah, it is what it is. I tried the like expat route, and no, it didn't help me stop drinking. It didn't help me become profitable. It's the Colombian community that's like the only reason these doors are open is for the Colombian community.
Yeah. There's a certain part of the expat community that's like, oh, well, I like you, but only if I can go and hang out and party and drink and all that stuff with you.
I was talking with some other business owners that are expats, and
Yeah.
they were asking, because people, on the weekends, people understand is like, from what it was last year to now, there's been a quick turnaround.
180.
And the number one thing I tell business owners is like, what happens with the expats is they come and they want to chat you up for 2 hours. Hey, and it's like, I'm cool with that. I'm a United States citizen, I want to chat, but like, that means I'm not chatting up a Colombian business owner or someone who wants to have their birthday party. Like, it actually makes more sense for me to make myself available to the Colombian community who are connected to Club Campestre, where I just had a huge event. I'm not just sitting here talking all day.
And it's the same conversation because they're new here and they're just like trying to get information and trying to get like the vibe and everything here, and it's like,
Yeah, or trying to buddy up
Yeah.
when it's like you're trying to make a profitable business.
Yeah.
You need to be grinding at this moment, not
Yes.
chatting it up with people who are just trying to get their bearings.
yeah.
For that, Carolina Northstrip.
Thank you. Charles, but also I wanted to add something to that. Yeah, when you get into the Colombian culture and we get to the Colombians, they're there for you forever.
I know.
You know, they're loyal.
It's very true. It's very, very true.
I had a product where I was using Casa Lucre chocolate, which is like a very high quality chocolate.
Yeah.
And there's an old lady that lives around the corner. And she was like, okay, 38,000 for one pastry. I'm not going to do that. And I was like, all right, well, I'll give it to you for 28 today. And she was like, no, you need to lower this price in general so that my friends can come. And I was like, okay, but I can't just take your advice. She's like, look, I will bring my girlfriend, and every week, her and her posse, they come. And I was like, there's no expat that's going to do that for me.
No.
I can have events. I can do whatever I want for an expat, and they will never bring their friends back.
Well, just by nature too, they're going to leave at some point.
Right.
So you're not going to have a long-term client from that.
Yeah.
So-
So it's like, I'll just say it shortly. Like if you're starting a business in Colombia, the number one thing that'll cut you at the legs is being a chatty Cathy with people who just arrived.
It's a very good
You
point.
know chatty Cathy? I know you didn't. That's
Su muñeca.
what?
Que hablar.
What do you call chatty Cathy? Is a phrase?
Habladora.
But
Yeah.
No, I know.
It used to be a doll from the 60s or 70s or something that it would talk and it would keep talking and talking and talking and talking. So if you do that, you're a chatty Cathy.
I learned something new today.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it goes for people even without businesses. Like if you want to like live in Colombia, you need to like do the work. Like people go to like the language exchanges, which is good, and all these, but you really need to get into the community so you can figure out if it works for you or not sooner rather than later.
The sooner you figure that out it's essential to living here. I mean, I always say, my biggest thing I tell people is Medellin is not for everybody. This place will chew you up and eat you and spit you out in a second. So you have to be tough here. You have to be. It's like living in like Philly or Detroit or somewhere like that. You have to be really tough. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak-willed here. That's for sure.
If I could, I would add just a little bit to that.
Mm-hmm.
You do need to be tough, but you have to find a way to be tough and still integrate. And I
Yeah.
think what happens is
Well, that's the difference. Yeah, those places they speak the same language. It's essentially the same culture, but here you have all of that. Plus, you have to integrate into a new culture with the new language and everything.
well, it's more. People think they can be tough and stay in the house all day and love
What's the
Medellin.
point? What's the point? Why
Exactly.
you don't love Medellin? You love your space. You love your bubble, and that's it.
Exactly.
It's just your bubble's in a different city.
And I know a lot of people like that right now. Like they're like, oh, I'm gonna live here. I'm looking for my visa, and it's like you won't be here. And you know what's funny is people were telling me that a while ago, and now I can see how to see it. The people who are here to be a part of the community, and the people who aren't.
Well, the fact that you have a restaurant here proves that you are as
Pastry
well.
shop. I gotta change that sign up there, but pastries.
No, you got to keep reminding me of that. So,
I have to remind them
Pasteleria
too.
Alta. There you go. Pasteleria Alta.
Alta calidad. High quality.
Yeah. I don't know how long this goes, but like I've got some things I want you guys to try.
Okay, I'm dying to try it.
As I mentioned from the jump, so there's a lot of there's a guy. I won't talk about it. Never mind. But there's a lot of people who claim to be pastry chefs, and you can do your own research about the cordon bleu.
I know about it.
But you're about to find out what a real pastry chef. And you know, I had a lot of like trepidation about saying that, but now after I went everywhere. I've been everywhere in the city. Even there's some actual like from France pastry chefs here.
Yeah.
And I've got them all beat.
Yeah.
All of
I've
them.
tried a few of them that are from France and they're classically trained, and I tried. What is this? I mean, some of them I've tried, and I'm like, I hate to say this, dude, but puff pastry is better.
Yeah.
Puff pastry from what's that? The Pillsbury puff pastry is better. Come on.
Well, there's two things I want you guys to take note of. One is the sugar content. There's a lot of people here that are pastry chefs that think that like true pastry is about chalking sugar. You're not gonna find that here. You're gonna find a balance of flavor and a depth of flavor.
It's the most important part. I wish people knew that.
If you're ready.
Let's do it. Let's go for it.
Let's
We'll
stop that.
we'll stop the video and then we'll come right back.